We did this about a year or so ago. This goes across the street to a box out there. I did it last summer, and I'm pretty sure I got a video on that, but the time has come to add to it. So in here I have an 8-port, I believe, splitter, and looks like I got one customer coming out of it. This, I can't do anything with this, man. This one actually isn't so bad, but holy crap, they did not leave me but this much slack. Wait till you see the other end. It's fucked. I don't know what I'm gonna even be able to do. But this side I can work with. I mean, that ain't a lot, but we can make something happen there. Yeah, whoa, dude. That sucks. This is gonna be a shitty fucking day, man. I can tell. Wait until you see the other side. Alright, so this is the other side of that fence where we were just at. The aerial. Boom, boom. Goes around. This, why'd that just sound like my car door? It better not have been. Across this roof here. And, that's Comcast. Wham to bam. And then, whoa. Whoa, dude. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? I can't even, so this needs to get cut. There. That needs to come down straight. And that'll give me, I don't know, another little bit. But, yeah, dude, this sucks. It's fucking raining today. And I got the 2 shortest whips I've ever had before. Yikes. So, I guess this is part of life, so I'll document what I gotta do and how I'm gonna make this happen. So, I guess we'll start on the other side first. I know what's going down over there, so. There's a school that I hooked up last week. I didn't do any kind of videos. I don't know, it just didn't seem right because it's just like kids running around and stuff. It just seemed like it wasn't the right thing to do. But it's a big school, man. I had no idea how big it actually was, because you don't really go inside, you just drive by it, so it's sort of misleading. But they got a 500 meg DIA, and I think I showed some of the outside street work, but we're gonna see how far we can get with this today. Cool. So this box is actually set up pretty pro. I remember doing it. I got an 8-way in here. Looks fantastic to work in. It's not a big mess. Got my 8-way splitter zip tied in there. I started doing that over the summer instead of what I used to do. So I think what I'm going to be doing is cutting these pigtails pretty long, and I probably will take, I'm thinking 3 of these today. Maybe I'll do 4, and I'll splice these to 4 of my fibers. That way over on the other side I'll have 4 lines, and I'll leave 3 behind because there could be 3 customers here, the bank, and then there's another bank out front. So technically I'll just go ahead and I'll leave 3. So 1 will be test, 2 will be for customers, and I'll go ahead and I'll cut and I'll burn 4 of them today. And I'll take these pigtails and I'll actually use them on the far side. What I'll do is just get like a man, it's starting to pick up, man. The fucking wind is just never gonna stop. It's so freaking annoying to work with. And then I'll just throw in 4 of these guys on the far side, and then add some got enough tubes and rubbing alcohol, so I'll go ahead and get set up, and then I don't know if I can get a video going of it. I'll do it. If not, then you'll just see the end. Cool deal. So looks like my box will kind of hold me up, and see if I can't get that. There we go. Pretty cool. So what I've done is I went ahead and I cut my pigtails that I'm going to be stealing and just reusing. Nothing wrong with them. I checked my power, it's fantastic, so there's no issue there. Just steal out my pigtails, save those, and white also. Cool. So, got our flat drop stripper. Step one. Sometimes it's cold like this, it's hard just to get started, but once it breaks, it's pretty easy. Hope the rain holds off here. It's not that bad right in this corner. So take that back to our strip point, and we are going to be doing 4 splices here right quick, and I'll show you why in a second. All right, well, I got this all prepped. It's starting to rain here, so I'm gonna try to speed through this. I got 4 coming off my GPON splitter, and I just picked the first 4 fibers in this new drop cable. Blue, orange, green, brown. Over here I got white because my first one's blue. So just around here. Cool. So first things first. Grab your fibers and just make sure you get your heat shrink tubes on, because that's so annoying. You get a really nice splice and it messes your whole groove up. Now these are loose tube. It's a loose tube GPON splitter, and what that means is the outside tube is not attached to the fiber in any way, so it will move back and forth. And what that can cause when you're splicing is the splicer tries to put the fibers together, but the tube is moving, so it's not gripping the right thing. And I'll show you what I like to do. It's pretty much take the outer jacket off just a little bit more than you would normally. These GPON splitters, they come so that you can just plug them right in. There's another type that you're supposed to splice, but it doesn't really seem to matter too much. Alright, so I'll just do brown first, as I got it in my hand. And got our cleaver, got our splicer is on. It'll probably be beeping at us a bunch. And I'm just going to go through this step. And you can see there's a brown coating on there. Normally I would strip this super duper close to the tube, but as you can see, what I did was I went out about that far, and that's just enough. I don't know if you can actually see that or not. There we go. It's just enough that it'll grip right there. So go ahead and cleaner. Hear a nice squeak, squeaky clean. Put it in the cleave. Nice cleave on it. A little she. Alright, now I'm going to close that because I have to use this. It's going to beep and say there's no fiber or bad fiber. it's really bad because it's not even there. And then now on our flat drop, I'm gonna grab our brown. On this one, I'll strip like you normally should, nice and tight. Get some of that extra grease off. About an inch, 3/4 of an inch, something like that. Like so. Go ahead and hit that. Cool. Cleave. And I'll show you, this one's going to be really tight to it. So you can kind of, actually my black looks better. So see how that's real, about a 1/2 inch. That's going to allow our tube to still give it a nice bit of protection, because we had to go long on the other side. Actually, hang on, let me grab the camera and see if I can. So we got our 2 fibers in there. I'm gonna flip this down and we'll see what happens. So right now it's telling me that the right one is bad, but it's actually not bad. What's happening, and I'll show you right quick. What's happening is it's moving that buffer tube around, and pull that out. I'm gonna strip just the outer jacket about another 1/2 inch. And we'll see what that looks like. Yep, that'll be what that'll be. Okay. Sounds good. Looks good. Cool. So go ahead and we will bring our tube up. I always like to bring the tube right to the wind dust cover, and almost use it to slide up on your fiber. It's gonna beep when we're after this little tug. There's our splice. Shrink up. Up, stop. What's going on there? Cool. So now we're just doing the heat shrink. This is fast too, it only takes about 10 seconds. Cool. Now that one's ready to roll. So what I'll do is I'll just let that guy dangle, and go ahead and do the other 3 right quick. I'll do maybe one more here. And it's gonna air out on me. Just gonna keep doing that no matter what. So we got our green. And we're just gonna repeat the process. So now I know kind of where I need to be. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this first. So it's a little longer. And grab just enough to get a nice cleave, and then still just enough there for the splicer to bite onto. Okay. Got a comment about it's dangerous to leave the fibers around after you've stripped them and stuff, and yeah, you're right. I probably shouldn't be doing that, but you know, if you look behind me, I'm pretty much in the damn forest here, and I think my fingers are so calloused up. I think it's going to take more than a stripped fiber to bring me down. Let's go ahead and grab our green. I'll do all the colors the right except blue. Blue will just be white. Drop that down. Okay, we're just gonna strip this guy back. And you know, this field splicing and working for Verizon, I'd say, are two different things. I bet you when you work at Verizon and you cut a fiber, you cleave it, I bet the other piece you need to give it a serial number or something. Be like, oh no, there's an extra fiber in my cleaver. I better call the safety supervisor. Okay. Oops. Alrighty. Those are gonna be our green going together. And it might do the same thing again. I'm pretty close on it. Yep, same thing. So, kind of a little nuance to this. I'm just not far down enough for it to grip. I don't know. Next time I'm gonna get it right. Cool. Now that 0 dB, that's really just a guess. If you really need to know, you got to shoot an OTDR on it or put some optics on it. Test your optic first, then after you've tested the optic. Oh gosh, these heat shrink tubes suck. Yeah, after you've tested the optic with your power meter, you can kind of determine, is one way of doing it, but the OTDR is pretty good too. But if you figure I got 0.01 or 0.05 or something, well, a mating pair connector is going to have that amount of loss in it. Anyway, so what are we going to do? I'm going to have to go ahead and pause this because it looks like I got some text messages coming in here I got to answer. Alright, wasn't that important. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out my orange. And I'm going to see what this video looks like when I get back, but I'll probably edit it down because it's long. I did get some interns, which is pretty cool. Last year, I got an intern from SU, the university here, and we did a presentation in their class, and then I get interns. This time I got 3 interns, so Mondays and Fridays I got 3 dudes, 3 smart guys from SU there, and you know what? The best part is one of them, his name is Bryce also. So I don't know. I have a little bit of favoritism, I think, built in. But seems like everybody kind of has their own little niche that they're interested in, and that's kind of what IT is, I guess. You go with what you like, and then see how far you can take it. I kind of got stuck doing a lot of shit here. So I think that's going to be perfect. After I cleave, we'll see what this looks like here. I'm just going to cleave as short as. Whoop. I think I need to change my blade on my cleaver here soon. I think I've gone all the way around the dial. Cool. I had to take some
phone calls and shit there. So I just got informed that 90 unit apartment complex is all Cat 5, which is fine, but every unit is wired with a RJ11 telephone jack, so only 2 pair are punched down in the apartment. So there's a 180, it's like 230 Cat 5 jacks that just fell on my plate, which, God's sake, sucks so much. I'm gonna have to grow out my thumbnails so I can not freak out. But that is 270 is going to take me several days, just because you can only really do so many before your thumb just doesn't want to cooperate. Maybe that's something I can teach my interns. We'll see. But there's one more. This is the last one. I took a phone call and did one, so I got that going, and pop that open. Now, on camera it looks like it's not even together, but it is. Okay, so we burned our 4 here, and then over on the FR side we're going to go ahead and burn 4 pigtails. But man, once you see the other side, oh Lord, I don't really have a plan yet, but I promise it is going to be sketchy. I think what I'm going to do is probably work it out here, maybe not even put it into the tray, and if I got to, maybe I could super glue all the tubes together, maybe, and like fasten it in with a zip tie, or I don't know yet. We'll kind of see how it all plays out. So that's the end of our splicing on this side. So gotta charge this thing before too long. So pretty much now I can't really show you, but I'm just gonna be putting all this in. I'll show you when I'm done. Fucking holy shit. Well, I had to leave and go get a charger for my phone because our upstream carrier, Maryland Broadband, that's our transit provider, they guess there was a power outage up there in Cambridge, and I got, I don't know, 25 phone calls and like 40 text messages within a 2-minute window. Email also. I mean, my phone basically was rendered useless. It was like a TDOS, like a telephony denial of service. I'm sure the office is getting phone calls right now, and it sucks. But basically, what happened, there was a generator and a battery on the transit equipment. The power went out, the battery failed, which turned off the Sienna equipment. And then what happened was, with the Sienna equipment off, the power generator turns on 20 seconds later. Then it takes 3 minutes for that Sienna transit equipment to come back up. So yeah, so there's pretty much nothing I can do about it. You know, when I realized it was all 3 cities, they have nothing to do with one another. I was kind of driving through red lights and shit down to our data center, a little CO, but nothing I can do. I mean, it's just a shitty day, man. But everybody seems to be pretty understanding. I mean, we had about a 4-minute outage there, which, you know, in the fiber game is not good. But there's only one transit provider. We're working on Windstream still. They are like dinosaurs. I mean, they flew somebody out from Texas to look at a pole, and I'm actually coming up on that pole right now. I'll see if I can't get it. Yeah, they want to meet me a point where we're basically, we have our CO, which is in a facility. I mean, it's climate controlled, it has battery backups, it's got 3-phase power, and they want to meet us on a pole, an aerial, at a gas station that's down the street. So it's so ghetto. There's a Verizon building. I'm gonna go take a peek at that. My plans have kind of changed for the day because now it's raining. We had an outage. We don't know what's going to happen if the power comes back on. Is it going to hit a transfer switch and go back onto the battery bank? So yeah. They want us to do a meet me right here. You can see that case right there. So the Verizon building, we'll drive over. It's that building right there, and you can see Verizon's out here doing a splice right now. They have a huge vault down there. It's all brick, but that's where Windstream wants us to meet them. Which, when you see where their facility is and our facility is, we've already crossed this highway. I've got a 96 count fiber and a 3-inch duct going under this, but yeah, man, this is kind of what I mean. The other end of this street is that gas station, and then, as you can see, this is one of the larger buildings in town. This is the Verizon building, and as you see, this thing is a freaking monster. But our facilities are right there. Our plant's right there on the corner. Look, that guy got a flat tire. And then you see right there is our underground box. Now we're doing a bore across the road here, and so Windstream flew a guy out from Texas, okay, to Maryland, and he wants us to meet up, build our fiber. It's called locates. They want us to meet at the gas station, basically. When 1 block away, and 1 block away from our facility, which is just right there. That's the building. Is this a nice professional meet me box? So when Verizon has 2 meet me points at this building, one, it's right here. There's a vault. This is their outside plant, I guess, where their outside meets their inside plant in that vault. And then if you want to do a meet me aerial, I believe that's it right there. And those conduits probably go into the underground vault. So we're going to do a bore from there into here. There's 3 racks of equipment that say Windstream on them in the building. Did not get to tour the building. My partner Kirk did, and I'm pretty fucking jealous about that. But that place is probably full of some of the coolest, oldest stuff you've ever seen. I mean, it's been here for like 75 years or 100 years or something. So, and as you see other carriers, look, all these meet-me's that these people are other carriers are doing, yet they want us to meet them at a gas station. So Windstream, it kind of holds us back from BGP, where we're at, and using our own IP addresses. It's kind of talking about our transit going down today for a few minutes, which is pretty devastating. But if I could just have 2 fibers into this building, and I can hook up to Windstream, cool place, man. There's like a crane on the other side, like a freight entrance. But yeah, just kind of venting. I hate when there's a issue and I can't do anything about it, you know, which everybody thinks it's my fault, but it's somebody else's fault, you know. But every time this happens, internet, we've been in business now for almost 4 years, and you know, the only times we've ever had outages, the internet technically still works. You know, what doesn't work is the power. It's always power. Cool. So here we are. What I did was I cut them off there. Well, cut that too, but that gives me a little bit more to work with, and I think I can make something happen there. But shoo boy, they're not leaving me a lot on that. Another thing I noticed here, and I don't know what happened during the run, or maybe they shot the VFL on the cable just to see if it was a good cable, but there is no protective sleeve there. So I'm gonna rigorously clean that. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting some pretty good power to the device inside. So I probably gonna super clean that and then put a coupling on it just for protection right away, and then we'll go ahead and get this guy started, see how bad this turns out to be. We'll have to do, this is, I mean, I'm 6'6", and that's basically at my, like, that is basically my head, you know. So this is pretty high up. When I do the splicer, I mean, it's going to be pretty much like that. It's going to be tight, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, well, hopefully the rain kind of holds off, but it ain't looking good. If this cable was normal length, I could actually just do it from inside the car. That's what I'm working with here, man. Shoot. This is pretty crappy. Yeah, the couple minute outage there really stresses me out. It's just annoying. It's annoying that the battery that failed, I bet you, because it's the transit provider, like they have Sienna equipment, they have freaking high-end telecom batteries, packs and stuff. So the fact that their super expensive stuff failed, you know, it really makes me feel pretty good. You know, we don't have a huge budget like they do, you know, but my batteries from Amazon, I spent $275 on. Gonna just replace them every year. Every year, take them out of the data center, move them to another pop. Put new battery, a new battery in it, and then you know, if the really expensive ones fail, then what are you really winning? I'm just gonna leave it like that because they are gonna have to concrete anchor this, and it's raining. I don't really care. So look at that, man. That's what I'm gonna work with here. I don't know if this is even possible. I'm gonna have to like do like an air cleave or something. But this rain just stops. Once I get set up, I'm definitely doing all four. This is like a felt, I don't know if I've ever talked about it, that comes with the CommScope case. It allows to get some grip on there so you can actually use a good zip tie. Well, I'm gonna strip that right there. Yeah, dude. I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to pull this off. I'd hate after tell them to rerun the cable. Already cost so much, probably a whole day, 2 guys. Actually, I'm not going to zip tie that in. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to zip tie it right there. So this thing can hang down on me. It actually makes a lot more sense. Let's get our slime off. Have to pitch a bitch about this being so short. Otherwise, they'll do it all the time, and just they think I can. They'll just be like, "Oh, well, you were able to do it one time." Whew. So, get another zip tie. Use this to hold it in place. Oh yeah. Actually, this will work out pretty good. So if I just bend it, just like so. Splice my pigtails. Oh, I got a little bit to work with. That's not bad. It's not ideal, but. Splicer down. I did have somebody ask me why I never took the plastic off the splicer, and it's just like days like today. Oh. We're doing some serious editing on this guy. Got my 4 tubes, my pigtails in my pocket. Gosh, sometimes this stuff, it makes knots that just are so annoying. Okay, 4 pigtails. Get a little chilly. Shit. Just let them all go. Yikes. Uh-oh. Bad start. cleave. Okay, now for this next side, misery. I'm glad I was able to get a video set up on this because it is laughable. I hope so everybody leaves some comments on this because this is funny. This customer's been waiting for service for a really long time. Another reason really, just get this going. I think I'll have to just do all four because otherwise I'll never be able to do this again. Oh, shite. Shite. Dude, this sucks. Thank you. Oh. Okay, moment of truth. Is this going to be possible? There's zero room for error. I'm talking about zero. Thank you. Okay. Ugh. Need to shorten this, I guess. It's a weird car sound. Ah. Damn it. Oh, these fucking tubes are so crappy. Didn't shrink right now here, but let's get some power. So by leaving that connector on, I'm at negative 53. All I gotta do is just touch it in there. I know I got power. I'm at negative 31 without removing that. That's negative 20. I'll have to do the math on that, but I think that's where it's supposed to be. It was supposed to be a negative 19. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll might as well stop, rip and roll. So all went back pretty good. I got a negative 19.7, negative 19.9, negative 20.1. It's kind of in the range, so I'm fine with that. Worked out looking like I knew what I was doing, I guess, but gosh, they were not easy. I hope 4 people sign up and that's it. I'll have to get the guys to help me out strapping that down, but what I wanted to show here was what I'm going to do to this guy that's been bared, and it's been out here touching stuff. Like, I mean, it was just touching right there, and I don't like it. So I'm just using a pen style cleaner. Maybe I am. Yep. I got an SC and I got an LC, so what I'll do is use the it's got 2 different functions. One, clean a port, and one to clean a connector end. And I don't know if you're supposed to do this once, or I'm gonna run this like 5 times because it's unknown to me. When I plug the modem in, as long as I get a negative 20, then I'm gonna just say it's fine. The Ubiquity GPON system operates from negative 8 to negative 28, but you kind of want to stay away from those last 2 numbers because there is a margin for error. There is a margin for error that you got to kind of watch out for, because if you're at negative 28 and just the wind blows, the cable, maybe the cable bends a little bit, then now you're at negative 29, maybe. So you really want to kind of watch for that. And then at negative 8, I feel like it's too much power for the optic, and could potentially short-live your router or your ONT. There's 2 different terms, which kind of makes that even more confusing, but there's an ONU. That's kind of more like what they say in Europe. Okay. Okay. We will go back to the office, try to get dry here. Oh, my shit's wet, but I want to see the finished product here and how that lays out. So I got my customer number 1, which I think is on the other side of this wall, and then I got 3 more ports that are ready for customers, ready for action. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let the office know I still need construction here, and move on to the next. I'm just gonna tuck those. That. There we go. Cool.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, I guess, today. Let's take a look at some of our competition here. That is Verizon. Now, they actually, this is some older stuff. But why do they need this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just Verizon, and there's another part of the other side. There's more, and then there's Comcast. I do not know where the there's the lid, and yeah, cool. Another one done.